Okay, so today we're going to talk about the new rule, or not so new rule from what I was told. It's just that they were enforcing it this year at Worlds, the new starting procedure that they have. So for those that don't know what it is, when you first go into the box, when they say in position, you have to be standing up. You cannot be bent over going into the box. So if you do go into the box and bend over, that will be called a false start, and you will get a yellow card. You do it twice, red card, you're out. So let's go completely into what the rule says. So for the sprint racing conditions, so if I didn't say before, this mostly applies to the sprint races. So the sprint race conditions, so for the start procedure, when all skaters have been called, the starter gives the authorization to take their box on the start line by saying in position, the skater must enter in the box. The next thing, point A, standing up. And so what we've been doing for, outdoor nationals and everything else, I don't know if they're going to do this procedure for outdoor nationals or if it's just going to be team trials, but standing up is the first thing, and their skate must be in the box, not touching any line, front, lateral, or back lines. The second skate can be in or out of the box, not touching lateral lines. After 5 seconds, at the command set, the skaters assume his final positions and must remain stationary. Then, under the decision of the starter, the gun is fired. And then it says the starter shall give the start commands in English. So, for some reference, we got some videos. So I'm going to bring up, I don't want to say the most controversial, races in it, because I don't think it was controversial. I think it was the point where it was really, people realized, this is the thing, we gotta, do what the rules say. So it was the 1,000 meter sprint for the senior men. So in this race, you can have up to 8 people on the line. Michael Pasquarella Jr., he's in this race as well. So he got to really experience the everybody, not doing it right. So let me get to the right, in the beginning. So they get into the box. Pausing right now. You have Swiss, Chile, France, all bent over. Now, right away, before the 200 meter start, because luckily we were not the first for each 200 meter to go first, so the coaches told us right away, you have to be standing up when you go into the box. You cannot be bent over. So that is why Junior is standing completely straight up. The first one gets called to Switzerland, Oliver. And the other reason why I think so many people are like, well, what do you mean? Is because we've been practicing, getting into the box over all years. So doing something new, it's not, we have to learn how to do it, but it's a little different. Especially at World Championships, you want to change things. So that was the first yellow card. Alright, pause again. Now you have Chile and France bent over. Now this is where I'm confused because there's 2 of them, so who they choose. Of course, I know. My question is, because France was already bent over before he got into the box, is that why they called Chile for it? No, I'm going to skip a little bit because, they're having a conversation. And then they almost forgot to give him the yellow card.
Number 57, first yellow card, 57.
Now France again is still bent over already. Chile does it again. There was a lot of false starts in this race. So now I think they're trying to explain it to him. I do believe this is the one where they give him a red card for it, so he's out.
The new starting procedure.
Yeah, you said the new starting procedure.
Skaters to be completely still, and the judges are trying to enforce this rule as strongly as they can.
They weren't completely right when announcing it. It wasn't the fact of they need to stay still. It was the fact we need to be standing up. Oh, did they give him the red card? Yeah, there's the red card for it. So that's just one example of, you have to be starting straight up. You can see the differences for it. You can't be bent over for it. So people that are confused when they're watching a world, like, oh, they didn't jump, they're just bending over. You cannot bend over on the starting board. They are really enforcing the rule that you have to be standing up. My question is, I want to see, because I don't remember, because we were over at one part of the stands where you couldn't see the full start completely. If France gets it. Yep. France got away with it for like a little bit because there were the other ones. So now he's got called for it. And now everybody's standing up by the end of it.
Yes, we can. Quindi siamo
There we
partiti.
go.
Questa...
So that was like, what, you had Switzerland, 2 from Chile, and 1 for France. So it was 4 false starts in it, even though they were not, as we consider, technically false starts in the US. Now that is the rule that is being enforced. So I hope this helps, and for people, wanting to try out for the team in 2024, keeping an eye on this rule. I don't know if this rule is going to be used for team trials, but if you make team going to Worlds, this may be at Worlds this year. We have no clue, but just keep that in mind, just in the back of your head, just in case. And I'm going to do a little bit more of these, some of the rules and things like that. We're going to do more drills that I do, technique drills to help and things like that. I'll be doing it with my dad. So we're going to do a bunch of those hopefully coming up. And I hope this helps. And don't forget to subscribe for more. And also go check out my other socials, especially like my TikTok. I post some things on there that I normally wouldn't post on YouTube. So go check that out. And thanks for watching.